You wouldn't build a house without a foundation, so why try to build a business without one? Grow your contracting business and grow your mind with Growth Mindset Monday.
All right. Welcome back to Mindset Monday. A little later than usual, but not by too much. As you guys can tell, we're in a different spot today. We're actually in the office. We got our home location, our HQ, if you will, finished up this last week. Had our first workshop there this last week as well. We're still working through all kinds of issues because let's get real. It's like running a business. No internet. So I had to borrow somebody's Wi-Fi. The audio didn't work. Well, I can go on down the list, but let's just say we're happy to be here. I'm really excited about being able to share with you guys, but live and direct from the office now. And I'm in the boardroom right now. Next week we'll be in the office itself. But you guys know the drill. If you are here live, go ahead and drop your name, your business name, and where you're from so we can give you a shout out. We got Chapo Pressure Washing and Solar in Conroe, Texas. Welcome. Irving Corp from Richmond, Texas. Oh, Texas is in the house today. We got Daniel with Noble Custom Glass and Mirror checking in from Beaufort, Georgia. Hopefully you guys didn't get hit by that last hurricane. I know there's another one rolling through Florida. I was talking to a roofing company in Miami-Dade, and they were half looking forward to it and half not so much. But it's a funny thing about being a contractor, right? The very thing that you know that you want, you kind of don't want because you know that it's going to make life kind of interesting for you. Anyway, so this last week is really what I wanted to focus on. And as you guys know, we spend a lot of time talking about your mindset, right? The mindset that allows you to obtain the skill set that ultimately allows you to build the freedom through the business that you want. We got Eric with, he didn't say where he's from. Well, he said where he's from, Keaton, Ohio, not his business. We've got Joel Rodriguez from San Bernardino, California. Welcome to the show. Last week was probably one of the hardest weeks I've ever had because we were trying to get our office done. And now I'll give you guys a tour at some point, but it's 3,000 square feet. We have 4 offices, 1 recording studio, 1 conference room, 1 big training room. And it was trying to get all of these things across the finish line. And I was working with contractors. But that wasn't the fun part. The fun part was trying to get all this stuff done and get prepared for our first workshop. You see, we ran our first quarterly workshop in the office. We had 25 contractors from all across the U.S. that flew in, drove down the road to be here and be a part of this. Now, this show isn't about me, right? But I want to show you why it is that we do what we do and why it's so important. And I'll give you a perfect example. Before I do, we're going to shout out a few other folks in here. We've got, let's see, Angelo, greetings and blessings. What's up, my man? We got Daniel Watkins with Redeemed Your Homes. Welcome to the show. We got Kevin with Mountain View Handyman Service. Welcome, welcome. The Acadian Carpenter. Is this live? Come on, man. This thing is live. There you go. Now you know it's live because look, right there. Boom. Your name and your message. We are live. We got Chad Cranfield with Cranfield Construction, Southeast Indiana. How's everybody doing today? We are doing amazing. Katie Carpenter says, oh, Contractor Plus, cool. Didn't recognize the phone number. Oh, only the best, my man. Only the best. We got Jeffrey the Worker. Not really sure what that means. Maybe you could give us some insight, what it is exactly that you do, because we're all working, bro. All right. So I'm going to share a couple pictures for you, and then I'll give you the story behind it. So this is some, not all of the contractors that were there in this workshop. And you can see we're all kind of hanging out there pretending we're super cool in a picture. But what I love most about this picture is the people inside of the picture. And I'll share why. See, the people that were in that room were there for a very particular reason. Were they there to grow their business? Absolutely, 100% for sure. But more than anything, what they wanted was validation. See, as business owners, we want to be validated. We want to know that we're doing the right thing. We want to know that we're doing it the right way. We want to know that there's people around us that if we have doubt or we have fear or we have anxiety or stress or anything else associated with running a business, that there's somebody there to back us up. That's what we want. That's what you want. That's what I want. I'm flying out to South Carolina this week to meet with a friend of mine. And guess what? He's a contractor. And I'm flying out there because I've known him for years. But I need the same thing. We're going to recap our last 90 days. We're going to talk about the good things that happened, the bad things. We're going to talk about what's going on in life, the opportunities and the issues in front of us and how we're going to deal with it. We all need this, right? And that's why we host these workshops, is so that contractors, yeah, we get them knowledge and yeah, we give them skill sets, but we give them opportunities to say, you know what? I can take a deep breath. I know that I'm not the only one who's struggling. I can take a deep breath because I know that I'm not the only one who hasn't figured marketing out. Take a deep breath and know that, hey, you know what? This little nugget that I just got, as soon as I implement it, everything's going to change, right? So it's taking advantage of the opportunity that we have in front of us. So here's the next picture that I want to show you. This is a screenshot that I took of the chairs before everybody sat down. And you can see there's a couple different things there, right? The first thing is these really cool kick-ass shirts that we got made, American Contractor. I love them. I know Justin's got one coming his way. I can't give you one unless you come. Sorry, limited supply. But we got some cool hats. We got some notebooks. But I want you to pay attention to the book that's on the table, the book. It's called Start With Why, and it was written by a gentleman named Simon Sinek. Now, when I first read this book, I actually didn't agree with a lot of what he said. Because for me, it's always start with a plan and then start with why, right? Follow up with why. Start with the plan first and then why. But what I realized is people don't care about the plan as much as they care about the why. Why are you in business, right? Where are you going with this thing? Why should your employees care? How do they fit inside of this big picture? And why should your customers want to do business with you? Why is the question that you need to answer. And so everybody that was there at the workshop got this book. You can get it on Amazon. Simon Sinek, S-I-N-E-K is his name, but you can buy it on Amazon. It's a great read, or Audible. But my recommendation is get it, right? Get it so you can read it. Because you have to understand your reason why. Why am I in business to begin with? Why do I have a glass company, a construction company, a landscape, plumbing, electrical, roofing? Why? Why am I in business? Is it just so I can make some money? Is it so I can spend some time away from my family? Or is it so that I can have purpose in life and my business can help support that purpose? I just had some clients in here in the office, and there's 3 partners, 3 different, distinct, diverse backgrounds. One of them was born in South Korea and raised in Detroit. Another one born in Mexico, raised here. The third born in LA, but from Tongan descent. I mean, 3 unique guys. And we spent an entire hour trying to dial in this reason why. Why are we in business to begin with? And I'll tell you, they left with a newfound sense of clarity and purpose because they started to figure the thing out. For one of them, it was spend more time with the kids. The other one, give back to their community. The third, to be an example and give opportunity to their children. And all of those can work together. But that's the thing that drives your business forward. But to where? Where are we taking this thing? And I'd love for you guys, as I'm sharing these next two examples, I would love for you guys to share in the comments, where do you actually want to take this business? I love my business. I love what I get to do every day. And you can see here in the back, I've got two phrases. Where is it? Right here. Whoop, here we go. Cut the chaos, fuel the growth. If there's anything that I like to do, it's those two things. Simplify and multiply. Make things grow by making them easier to grow, right? We had two of our mentors in our group, and they're mentors who are super successful that we've brought in to be able to share their experience, their knowledge, and the trials and things that they went through with our people in our network. The first one is Tim Brown. Tim Brown owns an exterior company. And you're like, exterior, what? Like gutters and siding? Yeah, gutters and siding. This year he'll do 15 million. And I don't say that because that's the target. I say that because he works 1 day a month in the office. 1 day a month. $15 million a year. And I will tell you that his net profit's 20% as well. You can do the math. The other guy, Ryan Humphreys. Ryan owns A+ Garage Door, based here in Salt Lake. This year, they'll do 40 million. He's currently not working in the office at all. He is in full-on merger and acquisition mode. They partner with a private equity company, and they are buying out other garage door companies. They will have the largest group of garage door companies in the next 5 years, and he plans to exit for the cool $1 billion. Think about that for a minute, right? Now, but why do I bring those guys in? Because I want contractors to see what's truly possible, okay? You may see yourself as being a landscaper, or you might see yourself as being a roofer or a concrete guy or whatever. That's not who you are. That's what you do, right? And you have to be able to make that distinction. It's not who you are, that's what you do. So what is it that you're in business for? You're in business to create a lifestyle. You're in business to have the freedom to live the life that you want. But ultimately, what does that need to look like? Right? We've got, let's see, got some comments in here. Edwin's asking, what is this podcast about? It's about helping you grow your business, man. Helping you grow your business by growing your mindset. That's why this whole thing is about. Jeffrey says, why am I in business? To honor God, provide for my family, grow my brand, and help others. Love it. All really good stuff. We got Deontay Patterson. Hey, folks, good to be back again. Pat Tech IT Mobile on the go from Martinsville, Virginia. So why are you in business? And I'd love for you guys to drop it in the comments. Why are you in business? If you say make money, I might kick you in the balls because you're not in here to make money. You don't have Contractor Plus to make money. You didn't buy a truck to make money. You're not advertising to make money. All of the things that go into running a business, you're doing it with a purpose behind that, okay? But what is the purpose behind that? Is it so that your kids don't have to live or grow up the way that you did? Is it so that you can create generational wealth? Is it so that you can give back to those in your community or somewhere else? What is the ultimate reason why it is that you're in business? And I'll give you our purpose, for example, okay? It's twofold, right? There's an internal and there's an external. Number one are my internal purpose for my family. My grandfather was a cowboy. Let's go full circle on this thing. My grandfather was a cowboy, and he lived a rough life. My dad moved around from Idaho to Nevada, Florida, Arizona. He lived everywhere because that's what my grandfather's job required. When he was not ranching or working the cattle, he was working in a coal mine. Like, you talk blue collar, that was my grandfather, right? But it was always something that I admired. When we'd go visit him, he was retired at the time, but we'd go visit him and he'd be making horsehair rope and he'd be teaching me things, how to put a saddle on a horse, all these different things, right? And here we are, full circle. I'm an adult now. My kids are now adults. My oldest is in the Navy. But the conversation that we've been having the last few years is, hey, Dad, you know how cool it would be to have our own 100-acre, 200-acre plot of land? For us to have the opportunity to come back to our roots. And I was like, that is the coolest thing, right? Be on board with the kids. And so number one for us is to build family compound. I'm not talking about crazy preppers or anything like that, but like legitimately have our own family compound where everybody can go in the summers or in the winters, whenever they want to get away. They have a spot to get away. We got some animals, we got some gardens, and a river runs through it, as my wife says. Like, that's what we want. And so that's what we're working towards personally, right? Is that opportunity to be able to have that. The second thing, though, is for me to be able to impact 100,000 contractors. And I don't say impact from you watched a clip on YouTube or you follow me on Facebook. I mean positively impact to where you took something that you learned from having a conversation with me, either virtually or in person, you implemented it into your business and it changed your business. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to have an entire network of people that have been positively impacted by me, right? And so those are the two things that drive me every day. When I'm sore and I'm tired, I don't want to wake up in the morning. When I'm struggling because of stress or this or that or the other, why is it that I keep going? And those are the two reasons why. Okay. So Joe says, always great info and deep thought. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. And then Irvin says, it's to stop making others rich when I can make myself and my family rich and build an international brand one day. I love that, Irvin, but I'm going to challenge you. I want you to quit thinking about other people. Like, who cares if Kim Kardashian's worth $1 billion? I don't care. Who cares if Kobe Bryant and his family are worth X number of dollars? Like, I don't care. I'm not going to hate on them, but I don't care. I want to focus on me and my family. So why is it important for you to build an international brand? Like, what's the purpose behind it? We got Daniel says, I'm working on writing out a plan to get our company from 2 million to 20 in 10 years at a 30% growth rate, and goal to help community and create generational wealth. Beautiful, my man. I love that. I love that. That's a great thing, right? Bobby says he can't hear me on YouTube. Sorry, bro. Not sure what's going on there. Would love to say I do, but not a tech guy. So apologies for that. But again, why are you in business? Okay. Understand the purpose of you being in business, because you being in business and having a clear understanding why is then going to help you attract people to the business. This is not just employees. This is also the people that you want to work with. The first thing that I do when I sit across the table or on a Zoom call with a contractor that potentially wants to work with us is I sit down and I say, look, before we get started, I want you to understand who I am, why I do this. Why am I in business? You know how different that is from, all right, man, I got 15 minutes, and in those 15 minutes, I'm going to find out what's working and not working in your business and see if there's something I can do to help you. Clear? Ready? All right, let's go. Like, right into it. No, man, I know I'm not going to be able to help everybody, and I get it. I know I'm not the right guy for everybody. Totally cool with that. But I want the people that work with me to understand very clear who I am and why I do what I do. Every presentation that I have starts with my family. It's a collage, starts with my family, but it also shows my background. It shows me working as a police officer. It shows me working with other contractors. It shows me working. It shows me also having fun, because that's the complexity and the totality of who I am. So when I sit down across from somebody, they have no doubt who I am and why I do what I do. But do your customers or clients have that clarity? Do they know why you do what you do? Why you're in business? Why you started the thing that you started? Why you want to build an international brand? Let's go some messages here. Daniel says, also want to be able to have people work for us that have an end in sight, a retirement plan. Man, beautiful, beautiful. It's just like that book, right? You want people to work with you, but you want people that want to help you with your vision because you're helping them with their vision. Beautiful thing. We got Melissa here from B&L Binzer and Home Services, Tucson, Arizona. Just so you know, Melissa, I was born in Nogales. I know Tucson very well. Why? To help homeowners educate real estate agents, my community, and have freedom to be with my family and help my elderly parents. Love it. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. So listen, as much as you guys want to learn the next cool marketing technique, the next sales strategy that works, the way to fully optimize your people to get the organization that you need set up, whatever the thing is that your mind is consumed with right now, if you haven't taken the time to get clear on why you're in business, none of that stuff matters because you're going to burn out. Like, nobody cares. Nobody cares until you show them why they should care. You're not the only landscaper, roofing guy, drywall guy, framer, handyman. You're not the only one, and you're never going to be. You're always going to have competition. You're never going to be the cheapest. You're always going to have issues. You're never going to say everything exactly the way you should be saying it. You're never going to convert everybody. But at the end of the day, if people can feel the reason why you're in business, they're going to want to do business with you. At least the right people are. And let's be real. We don't want everybody as a client. We want the right people as a client. So my challenge to each and every one of you, if you haven't had a chance yet, get clear on your why. You have all the tools that you need inside of Contractor Plus. Keep track of your leads, get your estimates out there, contracts, payments, payment terms, like job progress, like everything is inside of there, everything. But none of that matters if you're not clear on why. If you're clear on why, everything makes sense. You wake up in the morning full of passion and purpose. You wake up clear on what it is that you should do and why it is that you should do it. All those distractions go out the window. That like death scroll that happens, it goes away. Look at this. Look at all the missed calls. I don't care. What matters to me, and I'm going to clear these off the screen real quick, is what I see every single morning. I don't have all my kids. They're on the inside screen. Let's see here. There you go. As you can tell, my wife is a big Disney fan and she's converted me. But that's the reason that I do everything that I do. That's my reminder. So every time I want to go death scroll on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, I'm reminded why I'm doing what I'm doing and what my focus needs to be. Last comment here, Deontay says, I want a son to see what a man is supposed to do and be an example for him. Beautiful. Be an example for him. Be an example for him, not of a moneymaker, but a man consumed by purpose in life. Huge difference. Huge difference. Money will come. As you solve problems, money will come. But what matters most is being filled with purpose in life. All right, that's all we got for you guys today. You know what time it is. Time for you guys to get after it. 3, 2, 1.